There is a deep truth and a secret that the pharmaceutical and processed food industries have kept at bay from people over 50 years of age. And it's about something that happens right when you go to bed to sleep. Most of us think that vision is something that deteriorates over time without remedy, an inevitable destiny, just another part of aging. They have sold us the idea that the solution is thicker glasses, expensive surgeries, or pills that only treat the symptom but never the root of the problem. They have trained us to believe that macular degeneration, glaucoma, or chronic eye strain are problems that do not have a natural and accessible solution. And the truth is that 90% of older adults are slowly losing their sight every night without knowing that they could be repairing it. It is a decline so gradual that you don't notice it until it's too late. One day you realize you can't read the small print in the newspaper, or that street signs look blurry at night, or that your eyes feel dry and sore at the end of the day. And all of this happens while you sleep, in that sacred time when your body should be healing, but it doesn't due to the lack of a crucial ingredient. Why don't they tell you? Because it works too well and wouldn't generate millions of dollars for them. What if I told you that your body has a vision repair cycle every night and that the pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to know how to enhance it? It is the secret hidden behind the natural medicine of ancestral cultures, but which is now being validated by modern science, with studies that don't make the headlines because they are not profitable. The revelation is not in a patented drug, but in a specific type of food, something you can find in any supermarket, and that, if you consume it in the right way, acts as a nighttime repair crew for your eyes. These five foods, consumed before sleeping, help to reverse accumulated damage, protect the retina, and improve visual clarity for the next day. It is a process of nutrition and regeneration that is activated when the body is in its deepest state of rest. In this video, we are going to unveil this secret. I will show you the five foods that, if you eat them at night, can radically restore and protect your sight. We will classify them from least to most potent, demonstrating how each one addresses specific problems like dry eye, blurred vision, cataracts, or macular degeneration. Everything I'm going to tell you is backed by clinical studies and human trials. It's not a fad, it's pure science. The research is within reach, but no one has put it into a format that is easy to understand and, above all, to apply. If you have ever felt that your eyes are tired, if your vision becomes cloudy, or if you simply want to make sure you keep your sight sharp into your 60s, 70s, and beyond, this video is for you. But before we start, tell me in the comments what vision problem worries you the most. Night vision, dry eye, or something else. I love reading your stories and knowing that we are in this together. Now, without further ado, let's get to the countdown. Number 5, ginger. When you think of ginger, a remedy for a cold or indigestion probably comes to mind, right? But the truth is that this pungent root is a powerful protector of the retina. The problem with aging is not just wear and tear, but the silent inflammation and oxidative stress that damage the cells of the macula and the optic nerve. It's like a slow rust attacking the machinery of your eyes, making them fragile and prone to diseases like glaucoma. Ginger is one of the most potent natural anti-inflammatories that exists. Scientific studies have proven it. For example, research published in the scientific journal Evidence-Based Complementary and Alternative Medicine showed that the bioactive compounds in ginger, such as gingerol, can reduce chronic inflammation by 27% in just a couple of weeks, relieving pressure on the optic nerve and improving blood flow to the eyes. This is a fundamental benefit that most medications do not address. Chronic inflammation is a risk factor for glaucoma and damage to the blood vessels that supply the retina. If you have red, swollen eyes or feel constant eye fatigue after reading or watching television, it could be a sign of inflammation. Consuming ginger at night before the body begins its repair process gives your eyes the relief they need. The best way to use it is to prepare a fresh ginger tea. Simply cut a few thin slices of fresh ginger, boil them in water for about 10 minutes, and drink this warm infusion an hour before sleeping. You can also add a pinch of powdered ginger to your yogurt or a salad. This simple nightly habit gives your eyes a rest, reduces swelling, and prepares them for the repair cycle that occurs during the night. Try it and let me know in the comments if you feel the difference in a few weeks. It's the first step towards clearer vision. Number four, avocado. Most people avoid avocado due to its high fat content. But what the food and diet industry doesn't tell you is that those fats are vital for your eyes. Not only that, the avocado is one of the richest sources of an essential nutrient that acts as a natural blue light filter, lutein. Lutein is an antioxidant that accumulates directly in the macula of your eyes, the part that gives you sharp central vision and protects it from damage caused by the sun and screens. Think of it as building a protective shield for the most vulnerable part of your eyes. A study from the Journal of Nutrition found that regular consumption of avocado, which is the fruit with the highest concentration of lutein, can increase the density of macular pigment by up to 38% in older adults. Macular pigment is what measures the health of your macula, and as we age, this density tends to decrease, leaving our eyes exposed. The problem of dry eye, for example, which affects millions of older adults, is not just a lack of tears, it's the lack of healthy fats on the ocular surface. Avocado, with its monounsaturated fats, helps to improve the quality of tears and keep your eyes lubricated and comfortable. The best way to use it is at dinner or as a small nightly snack. You can eat half an avocado with a little sea salt or add it to a salad. The healthy fats in the avocado help your body better absorb the lutein, and by consuming it before bed, you give your eyes all the material they need to rebuild and protect themselves during the night. It is a food that nourishes from within, allowing the cells to regenerate while you rest. Number three, blueberries or bilberries. When you think of blueberries for sight, you probably think of night vision. And yes, they are excellent for that. During World War II, British pilots ate blueberry jam to improve their vision in the dark, but the true magic of this fruit goes much further. Blueberries are packed with anthocyanins, a type of flavonoid that is a superhero for the health of the blood vessels that supply your eyes. The degeneration of the macula and glaucoma are directly related to poor blood circulation in the retina. The vessels become stiff, narrow, and the eye does not receive the oxygen and nutrients it needs to function properly. This causes the cells of the retina to deteriorate and die. But the anthocyanins in blueberries, according to a study from Tufts University, can improve retinal blood flow by up to 40% in people with circulation problems, helping blood reach all the sensitive areas of the retina. This means they nourish, repair, and strengthen the cells that are starving. If you feel that your vision becomes blurry or you lose focus easily, it could be a sign that your retina is not getting enough nutrition. Consuming fresh or frozen blueberries at night, perhaps as part of a yogurt or a smoothie, allows these anthocyanins to work without interruption while you rest. Your body absorbs them and transports them to the eyes to work their protective magic. If you wake up with tired eyes or slightly blurry vision, it is very likely that you lack the deep repair that blueberries can offer. Furthermore, a study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry showed that the anthocyanins in blueberries can significantly reduce digital eye strain, a problem that affects almost all older adults who use phones or computers. Number two, spinach. Yes, spinach is something so simple, so common, that the pharmaceutical industry doesn't even bother to mention it. But spinach is the number one source of the two most important antioxidants for macular health, lutein and zeaxanthin. These compounds are not produced in the body. They must be obtained from the diet and are absolutely crucial. A study published in the journal Nutrients showed that a diet rich in spinach and other green leafy vegetables can reduce the risk of developing age-related macular degeneration by up to 43%. This is not a small percentage, it's a massive shield for your eyes. Zeaxanthin, in particular, accumulates in the center of the macula and acts as a natural filter against blue light and UV rays, the main culprits of ocular aging. To get the maximum benefit, the key is not to eat a little spinach in your lunch salad, it's to consume it in the right way. For optimal absorption, lutein and zeaxanthin need a small amount of fat. That's why the best way to eat spinach at night is by lightly sautéing it with a little olive oil, or my favorite way, by adding it to a smoothie with a bit of avocado or some flax seeds. You can prepare a green smoothie with spinach, blueberries, a piece of avocado, a little ginger, and water. This is the ultimate repairing drink that will give your eyes a cocktail of nutrients for nightly reconstruction. Spinach is the silent hero waiting in the vegetable aisle to give your eyes the protection the industry doesn't want you to buy. It's incredible how something so simple can have such a profound impact. Just one serving of cooked spinach has more lutein than any other food, and consuming that powerful punch of nutrients before your body enters full repair mode is the key. Number one, egg yolk. This may sound counterintuitive. For years, we've been told that egg yolk is bad because of cholesterol, and this is the perfect example of how the processed food industries and the makers of cholesterol pills have steered us away from one of the richest and most bioavailable sources of nutrients for eye health. The egg yolk is the most potent and easily absorbed source of lutein and zeaxanthin that exists. A single egg has approximately zero point 0.2 iometers of these compounds, and the way the body absorbs them from the yolk is up to 5 times more efficient than from any vegetable. The healthy fats in the yolk act as a perfect vehicle for these fat-soluble nutrients. But here is the real twist. The egg yolk is also rich in zinc and vitamin A, two essential nutrients that work in tandem to protect the retina. Zinc helps transport vitamin A from the liver to the retina so it can produce melanin, the protective pigment of the eye that helps with night vision. The pharmaceutical industries have not told you this because lutein pills are not absorbed in the same way as the lutein found in a whole food, in its natural and perfect matrix. How to eat it? Dinner is the perfect time. You can prepare 2 scrambled eggs with a little sautéed spinach or a hard-boiled egg for dinner. By consuming the yolks before sleeping, you give your eyes the purest and most efficient building blocks they need to repair the damage from the whole day. It's the simplest and most effective secret to combat macular degeneration, cataracts, and eye fatigue. It's not an expensive pill. It's a real food that has been demonized so that you look for solutions elsewhere when the answer was on your plate all along. So, there you have it. 5 simple, accessible foods that act as a nighttime repair crew for your eyes. This is not about a trick or a fad. It is about giving your body back the nutrients it has been denied by a system that wants us sick and dependent. These foods will not only help you see better, but also feel better in general because healthy sight is a reflection of a healthy body. Imagine a future where you don't have to strain your eyes to read a book, a future where you can see your grandchildren with total clarity, a future where eye fatigue is just a memory. It's not a dream. It's a real possibility that begins in your own kitchen. If you've made it this far, it shows that you care about your health and that you are part of the group of people who do not accept vision loss as an inevitable destiny. I congratulate you. Now, which food from our list are you going to try first? Tell me in the comments. I love hearing your stories and knowing what results you are getting. Share this video with someone you think could benefit. If you like the information, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a like so we can continue sharing real, effective, and science-backed health secrets. Your eyesight is your greatest treasure, and it's time you protected it with the most powerful weapons nature has given us. Thank you very much for your time, for your attention, and we'll see you in the next video.